you were about to pay for a game engine, stop right there. Today I'm going to show you how to use Gdevelop 5, which allows you to create your own games without programming and without paying anything, because free stuff is good. Let me just show you where to download the engine. You first have to go to the internet if my browser decides to freaking open. So we're gonna find Gdevelop. If I can spell Gdevelop, that'd be great. Gdevelop 5, and some of my videos show up here. So we're going to go to Gdevelop. Oh, this is the editor. Okay, you can. There is actually that's an online version of the programming. Alright, so here is the website. Here is the download button. So just click on the button and download a copy for yourself for Windows. I think that's the Chrome logo, so I guess they recommend to use Chrome. I'm using Firefox. Okay, so let's get started. Let's open the program. So let's create a new project. Now you can select templates or you can start from zero. We are going to start from zero. Empty template. Okay. Here is where you create scenes. That'll be like levels. Double click on it, and you can see that we have an empty level. We can insert stuff here. Okay. So let's create an object, and we can create a sprite, a tile sprite. Let's create a sprite. Okay, we're gonna make ourselves an animation. This uses Pascal as the default editor. Let's make a terrible sprite just to be funny. Let's just make something really crazy looking. Okay, and we are gonna paint them. There you go. You could give it a name, but we're not gonna bother with that. Apply this, and you can rename this to anything you want. This will be called Le Face. Let me just drag this here. There is our character. Now, if you want this to move, you can simply apply a behavior to this. You go to Edit Object, Behaviors, and add a behavior with this button here. We're gonna make this a top-down movement object, 8 or 4 directions. I think I said that backwards. And the acceleration, we're just gonna leave this like this. Okay, just hit the apply button and press the play button. This is the play button right here. And then you can move your character in 8 directions. Look, he rotates. I don't like that. You can disable that if you wanted to. You go back to behaviors and take off rotations. Play this again. There you go. Look at that stuff. He can move now freely without any problems. Alright. You can make other stuff, like let me make some backgrounds. Let me make a tile sprite background. We're gonna make it 32 by 32, and instead of selecting an image, we're going to edit this with Pascal. And let me just make some blocks here. Make a block. There you go, about 4 pixels. Oh, oops. Control Z is undo. So if you are not familiar with how PCs work, there you go. Save to Gdevelop. Let me just make this black and white as well, just to keep it consistent. And let me make some ripples on this, some cracks or something, just to be funny. There you go. Couple of dots. Save it, apply, and now we can rename this. You don't have to rename things. I like to name things. This is just called Le Block. Okay, click on it and then just click anywhere, and you can apply this to the game. But I don't like this like this. I usually like to enable the grid. That's the grid there, so you can move this a bit more. So we got this here. let's go to edit object, add behavior, and this time we're going to use platform character. Okay, just leave that everything as it is. And if you run this, you can see that that sort of works, except for he goes through the ground. Let's make the ground platform, and run this. And that works. If you press spacebar, he actually jumps. Okay. Let me zoom out. We're going to make this a lot bigger. Take out the grid for now, so you can see what's happening. There you go. So if you run this again, you can see that you can walk out. Okay. Alright, I forgot one thing. We have to make our character scroll. So let's create a new event, and don't add a condition, simply add an action. We're gonna go to game window. No, it's not game window. It's let's see, where is it? Camera. Do we have something for cameras here? Here it is. Layers and cameras. We want to the camera to follow our character. Le face. Anticipate movement. This makes it smoother, so just click yes. Try this, and you can see that our character, the camera follows our character. Very simple. Bring this down. There you go. Okay, so that there we can fix. Let me just edit the hitboxes, and you can see that they're a little too big there, so we want to edit those. Okay, and use custom collision mask. Okay, and now for the X and Y. So let me see, 48 by 48. This is the actual size of this here, 50. Okay, so that's the coordinates there. So here set to 0 as well. I'll bring it to a top. 42, 42. This will be so 52 and 52. That's not too bad. Maybe bring this down a little bit more. Bring that down to 10 and 10. And this needs to come down a bit more. Why is it like that? 56, 54, both to 54. There we go. That's much better. So, is that a save button? I don't think so, so close that. Apply, and see what happens. There you go. That's our collision mask. Donk, donk. Now, if you want to turn around, we can go to events, add a new event, and if you press the right key, press right, we can flip out sprite effects, flip horizontally, and we're gonna say no. Copy, paste, and this is going to be left. And we're going to flip this yes. Try it out. So now we can flip our character. Let me create another object, another sprite, and I'm just gonna make a box. Okay, a gray box. as black. Great. Okay, apply. And we're gonna place the box. Let me call this spawn object. Oops. Rename to spawn. Spawn object. Oh, that's not how you spell spam. That's spam. It's like I don't know how to spell. Alright, spam. Spawn object. Place this here.